Hello, hbar fam. This is my first hbar video. Well, the whole crypto market took a crash today. I bet you seen it. Hey, my advice to the hbar family is hang in there tight. Don't listen to all these people that are hyping up hbar. I love hbar. I believe hbar is going to make moves. I believe it's going to do its thing. I believe also it's going to take some time, folks. You cannot get all this pumped up on it and throw all money to it that you can't afford, you know. I believe this is the sales. This is the time to buy hbar. hbar to me is a great project. I've checked into hbar. I really like hbar. And Hedera is definitely gonna make you a pretty good amount of money, especially when they get the ETFs, you know. So I'm Crypto Prince Will, and you know, if you love hbar, you know, send me some comments about it, you know, let me know how much you love it, you know, or if you dislike it and why you dislike it. But all the research I've done on hbar and Hedera itself, you know, I believe it is a great product, you know. I mean, there's technical analysts out there that can give you way more about hbar, but I just think they hype it way too much. Like $10 hbar, $100 hbar. Let's get to $1 first, you know. Let's get to $1 before we think anything else. You know, this year is going to be hard enough to get back up to where we were, you know. It's definitely possible we can. You know, it's definitely possible that we will make some money on it. But my advice to you is that it's going to take at least 6 to 18 months before these ETFs make any difference. You know, it could only take 6 months. It could only take 3 months. But I always look at the worst case scenario for anything, you know, I do. You know, in my business, in my company, you know, man, when my phone went off today and other members of where I work, their phones rang off, because there was like 9 of us, you know, there was me and 9 others, I'll say, that around the table, and the phones went off crazy, you know, and we seen our portfolios drop. You know, I don't just own hbar, I own others, but I just wanted to make this one about hbar, about Hedera, and about, you know, not investing more than you can lose, you know, because anything can drop at any time. I don't believe this is over, you know. I believe these crashes can happen again. I believe that super cycles can happen again. You know, there's people in my company that's been in crypto longer than I have warned me about this crash, and I did not take their advice. They told me save up for 6 months, you know, 6 months worth of paychecks, keep it aside on days like this. While I invested heavily into altcoins, and I didn't save. That's my bad. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you did the same thing. That you weren't expecting something like this, you know, because I was expecting a very good alt season this year, you know. But you got to admit when you're wrong. These other content creators, they're not going to tell you when they're wrong. Then they're going to just keep hyping up a coin or a token or whatever. They're going to get you all wound up on it, and you know, I'm just saying this is a critical point. This is a time to invest a little bit, you know, see where it goes. If it dips down, buy some more. Goes up, comes down a little bit. You know the routine. You know it, You know, I'm just pretty much talking to the new people, and you know, not to believe everything you hear, you know, to check into projects yourself, you know, check in. I just believe in the ETFs. I'm sorry. I believe in all the altcoins that are going to get the ETFs are going to be doing the best. Things with utility. These hype coins can come and go, you know. These ones that have no meaning, you know, no utility or nothing, they're going to come and go. And crashes like this are going to wipe them out, you know. So be very careful in what you put your money into, you know. Like I said, my name is Crypto Will. And if you haven't seen me on here doing hbar video, it's probably because this is my first one. You know, I usually do other coins like XRP because I'm invested in XRP. I'm invested in all the coins that get an ETF, so let's just say that. You know, you could look on my channel, you could see what I invested in, you could see within the next 5 years of what I'm going to be putting my money into. So, I just want to wish all you the best, and here's the wife.
Aloha.
I try to make her in every video because she's a big part of my channel. You know, she's the one who creates the looks and everything, and, you know, I owe her a lot for helping me out with my channel. She's got her own channel too, you know, and I gotta figure a way of putting that into my channel too, but she does a lot of the pictures and everything, and I'll talk more about that another time because I don't want this video to get too long because I am not a technical analyst. Anything I say is not financial advice. It is only my views, and that's it. So YouTube and all the other places like TikTok and X and all that, and Gab, you know, they're not reliable for anything I say. And I'm not really, because I'm just telling you what I got invested in. So, yeah, aloha from Hawaii. Aloha.